Yo, 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 what's going on? What's going on, boys? So welcome back to another, video, another recap, and I want to show you guys how I did today, um, explain why I took the trades and everything, right? So let's get started. So I want to start by showing you all the assets, futures assets connected, and I want to start with NQ, right? So in Q, we wait from 9:30 to 9:45, the high and low to be set. This is NQ. I'm sorry, MNQ, the micro chart. Then just to make things easy, we get opening range low, break. This works. Could have put stop loss here. Target just the new low, just a quick scalp. You would have been done in like 6 minutes, so that's easy money. Personally, I didn't take it because the week of the opening range low was break. This kind of like breaking retest trades, I like to take them after 10:30. Once the blue New Year VWAP is below opening range, or in other words, outside opening range. So no trades for me. Then we jump down to what you called MES. Same thing here. Weak break of opening range low. Could have gotten here on that retest, stop loss high, could have hold all this drawdown, and then at the end, could have come out green on the day. But double breaks didn't, they presented themselves, but didn't work. So in these cases, you just have to add a little bit of, um, you know, a little bit of, how do you call it, discretion, right? You know the pattern presents, but you don't take it because you think something's off. And for me, the reason was there was some kind of like I'm sorry. If you look at the 30-minute, big move up, big move down, making lower lows, and then if you drop down to like the 15-minute or the 10-minute, you can see like some kind of like resistance here since 6 a.m. Try to go up one, two, three, four times, comes back up again, another rejection. Opening range high comes again, another rejection. B whoops above, B whoops above. So the double break long presented itself, but you just add a little discretion by checking this out. They can see tries to make a high, doesn't lows, tries comes back, tries to make more highs again. This is the 50-minute. Pay attention, right? If you drop down to the 5-minute, now you can see it here better. It tries, it can't, comes back again, retest this zone. Like if you just take a rectangle here, it's not a specific price. This market doesn't work like that. We're not ICT. It's not like you're gonna see, oh, this exact tick is gonna reject. We're not top tickers or bottom tickers. So if you mark this zone out, that's just like that resistance zone. Opening range high is there, rejects immediately. So you wouldn't expect price to go all the way up to opening range high, you know, because that's where you reject them from that resistance zone. So no trades for me. That's what I didn't like. But if you look at YM, I like it better. And you're gonna say, why? Well, because especially everything is making new lower lows, right? And YM made a low here, retraced back, so we were not at the lows. You're not trying to short at the lows. You are trying to short a retracement, which usually is a little bit more higher probability. Now, if you also look at YM here, you can also see some kind of like resistance zone right here. You know, it tries to go up one time, two times, three times, four times, five times, rejects at the previous day New York VWAP, six times rejects at the previous day New York VWAP, and you take your trade. So on the first trade I took, it was a stupid ass trade. It was a short on this start of the day VWAP, stop loss at the high, took me out immediately. Stupid ass trade. The stop loss should have been at the high right there. And especially, I should have never taken this trade because for the double break short, entry confirmation is when we close below this blue New York VWAP, which is the most important one out of all three. We never closed. We never even tapped it, let alone close below it. So that was a stupid trade. I lost like 25 bucks here, and then I waited for all of this, right? Once we closed below it, I took my short position, but I bail out hell of early. Why is that, you're gonna say? Well, now that I see it in hindsight, you can kind of like see, and you can even take another short right here. That could be a good short right there. Boom, stop loss even still here at the high, target that opening range low. But I bail out early because of, now that I see it in hindsight, I'm sorry. I am seeing like the resistance zone. Look at all this fucking trying to go up and make highs and immediately goes down. But also the VWAPs brings it up. So that's a consolidation zone. But here we kind of know there is no support zone here, but there is a resistance zone here. And we are trading at the resistance zone. So most likely shorts will work. And since we're making new lower lows and we are trying to short on our retracement, it looks higher probability to me. This is now that I see it on hindsight. So I enter a short positions like that, stop loss here, but then I bail out early at 429, which is right here. So as you can see, I made this amount of money, and on the day I am up 35 bucks. And for everything, 391 on this funded account. So if I had held a bit more, maybe I would have made way more money. I didn't for the reasons I just said. I have to work on it. I know that's why I'm reviewing. I'm putting the reps in. So later on, you know, could have been things differently. But if at this time of day, like for example, this day right here, we could have closed it below it, stop loss here, I would have taken this trade, not hesitation. I would even let I would even let trade, come back up all the way up here, and then be chilling because I know that trade is good, even though it loses, but the probabilities are there, they're higher. So that's what I did today. And then if we continue going lower, no trades. Um, this is GC. The double break short was good, but we never broke opening range high. We came close one time, two time, never close below it. But if you took this short, below this to opening range low, it worked. But at the same time, it could have come all the way up here, take it, and then make it work the second time, just like what happened on Friday. And then this is oil. Oil double break work, as you can see right here. Let me see the long work right here. Stop loss all the way at the low. This is the second try. So then, well, still didn't work. But then this is the second try right here. First one didn't work. Second one worked. So, but I don't trade oil. Most likely for me is MES and YM. Nasdaq, I don't really trade it, and that's it for me today. And then if we drop down, this is M2. This is the Russell, another break and retest. And then if we get here, this is Bookmap, and I'm sorry, Bookmap. This is Bitcoin. Just marking out, this right here, all-time high VWAPs, and then this is like some support zone. Try to go down like 4 times, couldn't, and then immediately went up to all-time highs. So now we're back here to the support zone. We could reject and go back to make all-time high. So this rectangle is my add-in zone. Here is where I'm DCAing, dollar cost averaging. You know, every Saturday I get paid. I put whatever is left. First is my Roth IRA, then it's Bitcoin. I max out my Roth IRA, then whatever's left, 25, 30, 50, sometimes even 100, I put it on Bitcoin. So my average entry on Bitcoin, I think is like 77K. This is my average entry on Bitcoin. And well, I'm just aiming for, whatever. I don't know. Uh, so right now I got $2,500 invested for everything on Bitcoin. It ain't that much, but I gotta work with what I have. Um, and I think I got like 550, so like 20% unrealized loss right now. So I am on the reds right now. Yeah, like 19%. So I am on the reds right now on Bitcoin, but hopefully we'll bounce back, go to all-time highs, and maybe even double my money. How can I double my money? If it goes to 155. I think that's pretty doable. I can even say Bitcoin could go to 200K. I don't know. I'm not into a big crypto guy. This is, where I invest the least, but it would be a good thing to double my money. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any comments, um, and comment, like, and I hope you all learned something. Thank you.